Am I being heard? Am I being heard? Possibly. Possibly. Am I being heard? Am I being heard? Possibly. Possibly.
Peace all on the
Possibly.
track.
Am I being heard? Possibly.
Yes, you are being heard, sir.
Alright.
It's not even recording.
Okay, I guess we're not being heard.
We not. Oh, we are.
Possibly.
We being heard.
Alright, word.
Yeah, we being heard.
Alright, we back on episode 2.
We back.
Let's go.
Alright, man. The first one was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. I got to hear myself talk. Yeah, it was exciting.
We all know Jonrick likes to hear himself talk.
Nah, chill.
But it really was fun, man. Like, that was our first episode. I want to just thank everybody that supported. Know what I'm saying? Had some good feedback, even just feedback in general. Know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciate you. Like, what, do you have any thoughts? Any opinion?
Melo. I thought you would be more hyped, dude.
I'm hyped, man. I got this Jose Cuervo. About to bust it open right now for my man Melo. Got the Nature Valley apple juice.
Damn, so you just gonna pour it like he dead or something?
Nah, man, I'm just pouring in celebration for
okay.
Melo being back in the league. It's my guy. Longtime Knicks fan, so you know he did some things here in New York. Very excited to see what he does. I'm glad he's got a shot. Portland's a perfect team for him to be with. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Hassan Whiteside. They should have a nice little team to support him. I think it was a good signing by them.
I'ma pour mine for the dad homie.
Word, yo.
Why? Because I'm sorry, Melo. I love you. I do love you. You've been there for most of my childhood.
Okay, so what do you
I've
have to
seen
say?
Athletic Melo. I've seen Nuggets Melo take over. I've seen Knicks Melo change the whole culture.
Okay, so your point?
But this Melo is not that Melo.
Well, they're not looking for that Melo. Like, they're obviously just looking for someone that could come in there and be a difference in the playoffs when you're in a tough series against a team without Kevin Durant. So that's pretty much what I see.
What I see is a person who's really a shell of himself. What I see is a person who is always up on top of the Mount Rushmores.
Okay.
And now has to deal with the depression of everybody not wanting him to be that Melo anymore. They actually want him to be Melo, which is the actual definition, and just chill, right? They just want him to.
That's mad wild. You're wild for that, man. The man said Melo, like chill, bro. I'm not gonna let you walk away with bars like that. But yeah, go ahead. That's crazy.
Look, like I said, I love Melo, but he's just not the Melo from before, and I'm sorry, he's not even half the version. Why? Because the full version Melo was great to watch. But was he really a great teammate? Was he really that effective for his team?
I don't know. I feel like you got to give him a chance. We didn't really get to see him last year. Your team, the Houston Rockets, let him go after 10 games because analytics said he wasn't effective. But the Houston Rockets could have damn sure used Carmelo Anthony in the goddamn playoffs last year when they was getting that ass handed to them without Kevin Durant or whoever the fuck they lost to, because he would have been another option for them to be distracted with. They have to game plan for because from time to time, Melo can give you a 30-point game. He can take over. He'd be a nice little complimentary piece to James Harden, but that's whatever. Even if you think he's like past his prime or past his potential, he still is a capable scorer in many different ways on many different nights to give you that little extra that you might need. So I think Portland made a nice little move. They're not playing really well right now. Like, I think Portland, they're good enough for CJ McCollum to get right back in the playoffs.
Put an asterisk.
Damian Lillard is good enough to get that team to the playoffs. He's an MVP candidate.
He's done it time and time again. That's not the question.
Portland hasn't missed the playoffs. So I think Portland's whole mindset is, let's get into the playoffs because we always get into the playoffs. And then this year we're going to add more dynamic scoring to there. And they have a lot of defensive players that complement Melo, like Hassan Whiteside. He could be a great center for Melo to have while Melo plays power forward. As Rodney Hood at the small forward position, another great defender, and then you obviously have CJ McCollum at the shooting guard position.
We using great defender a little loosely here on this podcast, but
we're all above average defenders that can win defensive awards. I feel at any moment in their careers.
I don't see that.
Those players I mentioned, Hassan Whiteside's been nominated for Defensive Player of the Year multiple times.
He has. But
Rodney Hood is a good defender. CJ McCollum is on the brink of making all defense.
I'll tell you this. One, I'm going to address the Houston Rockets thing really quickly.
Yeah, please, let me hear this.
Really
they
quickly.
Blackballed my man.
I don't think they blackballed him.
Come on.
If analytics show that... If your plus minus, if while you're on the court...
Analytics.
We're losing...
Analytics?
Then we're not winning with you. That's what that means. If we're losing with you, that means we're not winning with you. That's one. Two, you have three. Though. First of all, you have a ball dominant James Harden with a ball dominant Carmelo Anthony. Right? If he want to get him going, he's gonna have to go ISO at least half of his game. Right? How many times have we seen Carmelo get a 30-point game off of just catch and shoots?
I'm sure he's done it many times throughout his career. He still is a very good catch and shoot player. I can't recall off the top of my head directly, but I'm sure he's gotten a lot throughout his career. Is he a catch and shoot player? No, he's a player that's a volume scorer, so he needs the ball. Right. He needs a lot of shot attempts to get into rhythm. I get that, but the biggest question with that is both players can't play 48 minutes a game. There's going to be times in a game where one player could be in the game when another player doesn't have to. Like back to the whole Portland thing, that's why I think Melo would be great in a reserve bench role where he could come in and just try to put up 10 shots a game, playing 18 minutes a game to 20 minutes a game. That's not asking him to do too much. Just ask him to fill a role, and then when he's in the playoffs,
Carmelo is a ball stopper, dude. Carmelo is a ball stopper. And I know there's a narrative that he's faced. And I'm not sounding new.
He's a ball stopper.
I'm not sounding new, but sometimes you gotta go to the old shit and realize some players are not new anymore. They're just staying old, and that's what he's doing.
Once again.
And and the thing is that
once again.
Cool. He's on the Blazers, right?
Once again.
He's on the Blazers, right? He has defenders. They have defenders around him. Right? Playoffs. Look,
playoffs. Bro.
We could talk playoffs all we want.
What the Rockets do? They
we can talk playoffs all we want.
Threes in the playoffs. They missed 26 straight threes in one year. Okay, a 2-point jump shot in the middle of that would have been kind of refreshing. Let's say that. All right.
We still had.
I'm just saying, dude.
We still had Chris Paul to do that.
26 straight threes.
We have Chris Paul to do that.
I don't know. I just feel like he could be an asset in the playoffs. The playoffs is a very matchup.
Look, I'm not saying he's not. He's a good player. Setting, he could possibly get you 25 points any given night.
Yeah, but he's a matchup nightmare for a power forward in a playoff setting.
How is he anymore?
He's a much his footwork. His footwork is impeccable. He probably has some of the best footwork in the game as any player goes. His mid-range moves, he's got the step back, he's got a little fall away, he's got the one dribble move. Like, he's got moves in the 2-point game, which is very refreshing for a team that is maybe on a drought in the playoffs.
You're talking about the lowest percentage shot in the game?
Exactly. Analytics is driving people to think that's a bad shot. Coaches want to take you those mid-range jump shots. If I'm out there shooting jump shots as a normal player, I can get more into a rhythm shooting these free throw line jumpers than I can hitting like step
I know
back
what you mean.
three-pointers.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
I would
Those
agree
are
with you. I would
shorter
agree with you
shorter
with that.
jumpers are more high percentage than people give it credit for. And analytics is
It
not
is.
caught up to the 2-point jump shot being it more efficient than it is
It makes
the
it
3-point
tougher
jump
for the
shot.
defense
But
as well.
I'm gonna say this one thing before I end on that topic, even though we got past Melo slightly. But if the LA Lakers can somehow pull off this championship this year with the format they're running, analytics is gonna really have to rethink what the fuck they're doing and look at how maybe just having two dominant ass players is all the fuck you need instead of shooting all these 3-pointers or worrying about your plus minus or this situation or your true shooting percentage when you could just look at the game and you could see domination being happen to you right in front of your face. But Melo, I hope you do the best, man. You're my guy.
We're talking about two Hall of Famers who will end up being probably top 10 players. So,
Well, one is top 10. The other one is not quite anywhere near that.
so if Anthony Davis wins 2 rings with LeBron, right?
He doesn't go top 10 all time. He was like 26 years old. He's got to play his career out, but yeah, he's on the verge.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. He wouldn't be top 10 all time. Hell no. He can't be top 10. That's like saying Kawhi Leonard is top 10. You can't really put Kawhi above all these legendary players that played for like 10, 14 years in the league when he's only played like 5 or 6
Why can't
healthy.
you?
He's played 5 or 6 healthy seasons. It's a longevity in the sports as well. Just because you might have been at the top of your game for 5 years doesn't mean you were dominant for maybe 10 years. Let's say like a Larry Bird, who's won multiple championships, dominated the league. I'm not gonna jump Kawhi
longevity
above,
does.
I'm not
but
gonna jump Kawhi above those. I
it
won't
does.
jump Kawhi against Abdul-Jabbar, who's won massive championships, been the best player, been the worst player starting, won when he was 40, all-time leading scorer. I can't jump all these guys because Kawhi's brief career is on the trajectory of a top 10 player.
I'm not just talking about Kawhi. I'm just talking in general. Like, why can't we
Davis can't because he has
like,
to play more years. You have to play more years because then you can. Anyone could just dominate. Not anyone, but certain players have dominated for small increments of time in the league, and then stuff has happened after that like held them back. Like you say, Gilbertino is one of the best scorers of all time, but his career was cut so short. You can't really put him on.
I mean, he didn't win anything either. I'm saying if Anthony Davis won 2 championships with LeBron James, I think he will be considered for a debatable top 10 position. That's what I'm saying.
I'd
But-
say you got to give it years. You got to build a resume. It can't be just championships. Can't be just that.
It's not. He
Where
didn't
you
really
put
do
Klay-
much on the
And where do you
Pelicans.
put Klay Thompson then? He averages over 20 points a game.
It's not about just
Yes,
that though.
He's won 3
He's-
chips.
And he's regarded as one of the greatest
Yeah,
shooters
he's
of all
probably
time.
I'd say top 3 best shooters of all time.
You know what I'm saying?
That I've
Like,
seen.
he's gotten that respect, but he's never been a first
I get what you're saying.
option before. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but like, I don't know. I'm a person about building a full resume. Like he's got the great stuff going now. If they end up winning 2 chips, just like Kawhi has 2 chips, Davis. Like I said, they're on the trajectory of they're on the path to get to that level that you're saying. But you can't just anoint them without a more on your resume. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like your grades. I'm related to grades. Like you might have an A in math, but like what you got in social studies, like you feel me? Like what you got overall, like because like there's more to it than just one little section or one area or one time period.
Okay.
In a career, but they definitely got that potential. That's
So-
something that you're looking out for.
I'm just saying. 2 chips, we talking about it.
Yeah, that shit looks nice, man.
All right. So, since we talking on Anthony Davis,
Anthony Davis. Damn.
he's eating.
He's eating-ish. He's kind of eating.
Eating-ish?
He's kind of eating. I don't know what you consider eating. I
Explain it.
I would have to look up exactly.
But like, why don't you
Eating
feel like? Do you feel like? What do you feel?
I don't know. It's weird that he's actually he's actually in the background as compared to LeBron James, unlike I thought would happen. I thought he'd be more in the foreground as a leader of the scoring, but he has been a little nicked up with his shoulder injury. So I'm going to chalk it up to that because I thought Anthony Davis would have been the clear-cut MVP before the season started, averaging about 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, 2 or 3 blocks, 4 or 5 assists. But LeBron's out here leading the league in assists, and Davis is just not.
LeBron is playing phenomenal right now.
Yeah, and his defense is crazy
His
right now.
defense is on point, and his numbers are going to always stay the same.
Yeah, they're going to be, but his assists are stupid right now. I think he's averaging like 10 or 11 assists a game.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
insane.
but we know LeBron could do this, right?
Yeah, he's playing point guard full time now, so yeah, he's going to have more assists. But I was expecting Davis to be just destroying everyone. Because, like, imagine you just on a team with a guy that everyone has to pay attention to, like LeBron. Like, that Davis being as good as he actually is, like, I feel like he should be open or 1-1 all the time, and that's a dominant position for him.
I like how they're running it right now.
I do too.
Because I feel like the first 3 games,
I think
the first 3 games, he
damn.
The first 3 games, like, I just feel like they were going to him nonstop, and it was slowing down the offense. Right?
So now they're
the pace wasn't fit more for LeBron anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because he's there standing for a 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's half court. You know what I'm saying? It's not the pace is not up. So I feel like LeBron is better when he's moving.
Moving, okay.
You know, and Davis can move. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the
true.
he can run the court.
He throws him a lot of lives for
you know what I'm saying? So
seeing that
they're working. I feel like it's better this way. And it's not to say that Anthony Davis is not a dominant player. He could dominate, but it makes it easier to do it this way.
Yeah, I guess if you're winning, you're
LeBron
winning.
is a maestro.
If you're winning, you're winning, and
with
also,
passing.
if you're winning, you're winning. And Kuzma just came back, so I think they're trying to implement Kuzma a little bit into the offense because they know at the end of the day it's not about regular season, it's about the postseason, and you need Kuzma to be as confident and playing his best as possible because there's gonna be a fight. There's
I'll
gonna
say
be a
this.
fight in the West.
I'll say this.
Clippers are raw.
Kuzma,
he could be nice though.
Can be a great third option.
Yeah.
But I don't think his attitude is fit for it.
He's perfect for Lakers.
I don't think. He's hungry. I believe he's hungry. But I think he wants to be more than a third option.
Yeah, he wants to be the man.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to fuck
matter.
it up.
Nah, but if he actually gets to the level... This is a third year in the league. Players make big jumps in this year in the league. So I think he could potentially get himself to a caliber that's, I'd say, close to all-star form. Like, he's good. He's a very confident player, and he's been playing so well previous 2 years. I don't see why he can't make another improvement on top of what he's had. And, like, right now, playing with LeBron and Davis, he's going to have a lot of weak people on him, man. And he going to have some matchups where he could just dominate. And I think they're trying to build his confidence. But the Clippers,
yes. So you still pick the Lakers
the
to
Lakers,
win it all?
Yeah, I don't back out on my promises. I got Lakers versus the 76ers. I know the Sixers not playing well. Don't get on my case. But Lakers, Sixers. Lakers in, I'm going to say 6 games. Safe bet, 6 games. Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what you said about the Clippers again?
The Clippers is nice, bro. I would be nervous. Paul George don't look like... He looked like he MVP form back and ready to go again. And Kawhi, that boy dropped 30 every game, but I don't know about his health. Man, always hurt. But he going to sit out a lot. But
he's not hurt. I feel like... So, what have we seen with Kawhi? So, with Kawhi, he's not playing as much defense anymore because he's more of a facilitator now.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
So, I don't understand this. If you're not playing as much defense, right,
Georgia's gonna help with that.
Why are you like you made the adjustment? Why are you taking games off?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You made the adjustment. You know what I mean? So you don't just spend yourself.
Right.
And you're still taking games off. Like, that's the shit that, like, if I went to a game.
Facts, yo.
And I expected him to play and he didn't play. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I'm
tight. Yeah, that's my money, yo. I probably made a whole trip out of that. Just trying to see him.
But give me my fucking, yo.
Yeah, I don't got money like that, man. He
fuck
playing games with me.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah. That's a fact, though. I'm about to drive up to Toronto and be like, yo, I'm about to watch this game. And this man's like, nah, not tonight. Like, that's crazy.
Nigga, imagine getting, like, front row seats, my nigga. Like, yo, imagine spending bread,
spending
bro.
Like
spending mad bread, bro.
Awesome shit.
And it's like, he not going to be there. I might as well run on the court. Like,
yeah, you might as well do something stupid. That's why they probably be running on the goddamn field at these events, yo. Nah, but I agree with you. That load management shit is crazy. But before we get into load management, let's tell you like the Clippers coming out the West the way you was talking. You like, I know you a Rockets guy. I don't know what's going on, dog. What's up?
Look,
you're a Rockets guy. What's up?
Look. I like.
You still got a good record too.
Look, I'm not convinced all the way yet with my Rockets because they've done this before, right?
Yeah,
where they've had
season Warriors, man.
They were going against the Warriors.
Oh, you're regular season Warriors. That means you're only good in the
regular
season.
Yeah.
They're just a really good regular season team.
I mean, they were a good playoff team. It's just they always ran into the Warriors.
They ran into other teams too before they got to good enough to get past the second round. Yeah.
I mean, that was a couple years back.
It's been like 2 years since you guys got up.
You faced the Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs, yeah.
You got
to get past them, boys.
And then the Spurs offense is basically what is a little bit of what the Warriors run. You know what I'm saying? You have Steve Kerr trying to fucking study Popovich.
Okay. But the Warriors have way better players. But at least shooting basketball wise. But yeah, no, I agree. I agree in a sense, yeah. But the Rockets, they're fool's gold right now.
Look, I don't believe in the Rockets too much right now.
What do they need? Who do they need?
So, the thing is this, right?
The Rockets trade away all their first round picks too. Damn.
I love Westbrook, right?
Yeah.
That 3-point shot is really ass.
That's bad, huh?
This nigga cannot shoot a 3-pointer. And he could make some because it's literally based off heart. Like, nigga, like, nah, like, it was almost like God got you. Like, all right. Like, because this nigga literally pulled up for, I saw him yesterday against, who was it, the Blazers?
Possibly.
Yo, nigga pulled up for a 3-pointer, right? Boom, brick. Got the ball back and went for a 3-pointer probably like 2 seconds after that and made it.
Wow.
And I'm like,
that's hard.
Like,
play with emotion.
Like God is probably like, yo, my nigga, you looking crazy right now. Like,
you a fool.
Yo, you wilding right now. Hold on. Like,
I think Russell's
you.
Great for that team. You know, he gives them more dynamic.
No, I love the speed. You know what I'm saying?
The speed is great, and like that puts a lot of pressure on teams. More than Chris Paul would put pressure on. Even though I love Chris Paul as a player. But that splits up the offense a little bit, so you're more dimensional because you can then hit the fast break, and then you can also slow it down half court. James Harden drops 40 on the half court.
Right.
That's what he do. It's just normal day in the office for him. But I like that they have those. I think they need another power forward player that can shoot threes, and then they'd be legit, like a Kevin Love possible. But you guys traded away all your picks, so ain't no love coming that way.
Daniel House Jr. is playing really well.
Yeah, he's good.
He's coming up as like he's a 3-and-D type of player.
Yeah, he's like a
but he has a little
version of PJ Tucker.
But he got a little, you know what I'm saying, a little spice to him that like, you know, he got skill in a little other places, right?
Gotcha.
PJ always reliable.
That's
all reliable. Eric Gordon has been playing ass.
He's been the worst player. He's probably been the most disappointing player in the NBA. 100% probably. Close to it. Dude can't hit a three to save his life.
I mean, he hasn't played many games.
Yeah, he's always been hurt, so I'll let
saying,
it slide.
And his last 2 seasons, he's been pretty healthy.
Yeah.
So I give him a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll give him some couple weeks.
Get some rest.
I'll come back to him, but he needs to be putting up damn near 18 a game.
Nah, not 18.
Bro, he's good. He is good. But he can score in multiple ways.
He's the latter part of his career. He's what? He's probably 30 already. Easily.
I don't know. He's easily 30 already. I think him and D Rose about the same age.
Who else? Capella, I'm not too sure. He didn't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he's a great center.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
that
And
team.
I love him. I love him.
Only defensive interior presence whatsoever.
Yeah.
So he's very necessary to your livelihood.
Very.
So Capella gets a pass. He's there for them boards.
Hey, we got hold up. We got Tyson Chandler, Mr. Got a chip already, Mr.
Dallas. He played
tapped
for
the
Knicks.
ball all the way back.
He won Defensive Player of the Year with the Knicks one year. That was interesting.
He's a good player, and I love his leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying the players keep mentioning him too in different interviews that I see, so I know that's going to be good. But I don't want to talk about the Rockets too much. I just want to say that they're the wild card. You know what I'm saying? I'll say like they're like the third team that could possibly win the chip. Right now, I still have the Clippers and the Lakers ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
The East.
I think Denver's right on their ass too.
Denver is good.
Denver's good too. They got so.
Why
many
is
players.
Denver always like a team of like really like
random
good players, but
no
not
suits.
great?
Yeah.
Right?
Joker's
like,
their only like great player.
But even him, like sometimes he has his off nights. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but because like his game is weird.
Yeah.
He plays but it's like he plays like a Tim Duncan-ish game, but Duncan got 20 every night because you couldn't stop him at what he does, and he can score.
And I feel like he will struggle staying healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I agree. Jamal Murray's stepping up a little bit more this year, but yeah, they are full of a bunch of guys that are like good but not great. That's what's holding them back. Kind of reminds me of that Dallas Mavericks team, but Joker's no Dirk. I'm not gonna. Dirk was different. Dirk give you 30 just because he Dirk. But,
I love the Mavericks still.
But also, speaking of the two teams we just said, the Lakers and the Rockets, I think LeBron's gonna win MVP this year, my man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
he's my early season. We'll say that. We're gonna say early season MVP for the first how many weeks? 3-4 weeks, month. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm gonna say LeBron's the early season MVP. James Harden second.
Yeah. I'll say James Harden.
I don't think it's.
I think Giannis will be close, but because he won it last year,
yeah,
it's very unlikely he'll win it this year. And I feel like this year was his year. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if any year will be this year. Last year, I feel like James Harden obviously should have got it. But it's gonna be a toss up between LeBron, because I agree with you. LeBron is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, and
they're gonna want to give it to him too. His 17th year.
He just gotta shoot better. You know what I'm saying?
He'll get that fine.
He can't really shoot.
His percentage is not great.
Like he gotten better at 3-pointers, but I still don't believe it.
He's a good 3-point shooter, bro.
You know
I wouldn't leave him open.
That shit rattles out.
I wouldn't leave him open though. He makes
stiff ass.
He's got that fall away jumper too.
Stiff ass.
It don't matter her being stiff. It's consistent. James Harden. He probably shooting a better percentage than James Harden right now.
Bro, stiff ass
from 3. LeBron, what he needs to do, he needs to improve his free throw shooting. He can't make a goddamn free throw. If he gets his free throws up to 75, 80, he will be averaging like 3-4 more points a game, yo. No lie. But you're saying James Harden is who you think is gonna win? LeBron second, or you got Giannis second?
No, I got LeBron second, James Harden first, just because I feel like.
What about LeBron's defense? Is it worth?
Whoa. James Harden's defense has gotten better too.
Yeah, but LeBron's defense has been crazy, dude.
No, I don't think it's crazy. I think
He's one of the best defenders on the best defensive team in the league.
That's not gonna last.
How? Why not? Early season.
We know
MVP.
LeBron. First of all, we know LeBron. LeBron is LeBron is concerned about the playoffs.
Yeah, he is. I agree with that.
And he's not gonna remain this consistent on defense.
I think he will.
He's going to drop off. Honestly, look.
Seen his tweets? No, I'm just joking. But nah, he did tweet earlier in the summer about Wash King. I'm gonna show everyone. I think he's on a mission this year.
Well, if he does,
I think he's on a mission this year.
He's gonna be on load management.
He doesn't load manage.
He's what?
LeBron doesn't load manage. He plays like 70-something games a year. Out of 80-something, he plays like 71, 72 at least minimum games a year. Kawhi Leonard.
Does he ever get hurt?
He's getting hurt once in the whole 17-year career. That was last year.
Exactly. So what are you saying?
He didn't load manage last year.
So if he's taking off 10 games, right?
Last year's that's not.
You said 70. Wait, hold up. If
he got hurt, he was out. He wasn't able to practice or play. He wasn't able to practice.
But he does this every year.
But then when he doesn't.
He takes about 5 games off.
5 out of 81, bro. You concerned about 5 games out of 81. We just watched Kawhi Leonard take like 30 games off last year.
So he doesn't load manage is what you're saying.
People miss games. It's a thing.
I'm
5 games.
I'm asking you a question.
People are load
managing. Do you think that LeBron has ever load managed himself?
There's only one time I've seen him miss more than... He missed 2 weeks in Miami once,
yes.
I think. They gave him off. But, dude, the load management that's going on right now is people missing back-to-backs. Like, what the fucking type of shit is that? Like, you feel me? Like, you just played and you can't play in the second game. Oh, you can't play in the first game, but you can play in the second game, huh?
So you don't think that's going to happen to LeBron this year?
I don't think so. I really do not.
All right, can we put, like, something on it?
I don't know. What do you want to put on it? I'm not a rich man. Nah, but yeah, I'll put something.
This ain't a big I'll
put something on. He hasn't missed a game all year yet, I think. So yeah, I'll put as long as he doesn't get hurt, he's gonna play probably 74 games.
74
out of 81.
82, you mean?
82, whatever. I'm sorry.
74 out of 82.
He missed 8 games, right? That's 8 games. What's that equate to in like 8 months? 1 game a month? Can the man get 1 game a month for being in his 17th season?
No.
Just asking. No? So we'll go 7 then.
7?
7. He missed 7 games at most. I don't think he's...
Look, I'm not saying that
I personally don't think
he can't miss games.
3 or 4
All
games.
I'm saying... I'm not saying like, yo, fuck you for missing games. What I'm saying is that he misses games because he wants to load manage.
What do you mean?
And the thing is that it's going to make it easier for him to be on defense. Why? Because he load manages sometimes.
I don't know, dude. What is your definition of load management? Like missing a game?
Dude, missing...
Due to rest?
Yes. You're not... Yo... What James Harden said? I'm a hooper.
Yeah, but
James Harden... I'm a hooper. I'm gonna not ever take...
James Harden
wait, what did Giannis say?
Yeah, but check this out. Now I sound like a major LeBron, just like a lover, but I'm not because like I realize when stuff is right, it's right. But this guy has played 17 years in the league. He's also played over 100 games for 7 straight seasons. How many finals did he win in a row? Like 8 straight. How many straight? I think it was 8. For 8 seasons, he played about 100 games a year. That's way more games than anyone else has played. And then you gotta look at what happened to the Warriors. They played 100 games 5 times in a row. You know what happened to the Warriors? Kevin Durant, torn Achilles. Ha! You wonder why that happened? Your body's not supposed to be playing that many basketball games. 1, 2. Klay Thompson, ACL. He's gonna be gone for the year. Stephen Curry, what did he do? Break his hand. I don't know. He's hurt. He's going to be gone for 2 or 3 months. Draymond Green gets hurt pretty much every year. It's tough playing all those games. Players are going to miss a couple games. Actual load management is when you're missing 20-plus games. You're not playing back-to-backs because for some reason they said you're not healthy enough to play back-to-backs. So you could come into the playoffs fresh. Guys like LeBron, guys like Lillard, I know they'll miss 1 or 2 games here. Dame, I think, is out tonight at this very day that we're talking about. But he's not low management. He's just missing a couple games. He might be a little dinged up, might be a little fatigued. But, like, real low management means when you're missing, like, 15, 20 games because you're just straight resting throughout the season to get ready for playoffs.
Well,
LeBron has never done that in his whole career. I'm pretty sure he's played at least 70 games every year, except for last year when he got hurt, which is pretty good. You're getting 70 out of 82 games.
All minimum. I know is dudes used to play all 82 games.
Yeah, dudes used to play all 82 games, but people didn't work out like the guys work out now. It's a lot of injuries in sports, and there's a lot more money invested. So I think
there's a lot of more study and more
medicine. I give
more
you that.
Medicine for.
All right. You get that little part, but I'm just saying, like, not all the time. All these players, I don't have the stats about it, but I'm sure a lot of these top players didn't play all 81 games every time. I know Jordan played 81 games a lot. I'm sure Magic probably played a lot. The only person I really know is probably
Michael Jordan. All you gotta
Jordan.
say is Jordan.
I think, whatever, Jordan. Let him play. He's good, but, like, the way he goes now, like...
That's upper echelon.
Yeah, a lot of people don't play all 81 games. LeBron played all 81 for Cleveland his last year in Cleveland before he went to L.A. But, yeah, I respect Harden, man. If you're not hurt, play. If you're not fatigued, play.
Giannis said that shit, too.
Giannis is going to play, but all these guys are, like, 20-something years old. You're talking about a 35-year-old guy. Like, the reason that looks so bad is because Kawhi Leonard is, like, 28 years old. Barely played every season he played in the league either. He's averaging like 65, 70 games, played a year maximum. Like, he really just out here just changing the whole league, and I feel like he's not getting enough flack for it, even though he is one of my favorite players. But, like, he's changing the way the game's going to work for a while, and I think the NBA is going to make rules and stuff that might, like, try to deter this, because it's kind of hurting their bottom line. Like you said, people ain't going to games because they don't know.
Right.
Shit's annoying.
I mean, they already try to check the Clippers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, they need to.
For doing that shit with Kawhi. Kawhi,
yeah.
Come on, Kawhi.
Bro, you just won the whole chip, bro.
Because you've been doing this shit your whole career,
the whole summer off, too.
But look, honestly, I want to put myself in his position.
Yeah, you got to protect yourself.
Look, actually, I'm going to put myself in my position, right?
Okay.
Right now, I can't hoop 3 days straight, bro. Why? Because my knees will feel crazy.
Word.
Right?
Okay.
These niggas ball every day.
Yeah, practice, all the other stuff.
There's probably 2 months worth of days that they probably don't play ball.
Yeah.
Maybe a month.
Yeah.
Maybe just 30 days worth. You know what I'm saying? Of days that they just don't play ball.
Mm-hmm. So
I can only imagine the wear and tear that's happening on them.
Yeah.
So let's say he is a little dinged up. You know what I'm saying? Let's say LeBron, his knees, like, after every 10 games, like, his knees feel crazy.
He's going to play, though. That's the difference.
And he has the best, like, conditioning, best trainers, best medical staff, best, like, he takes care of his body.
Yeah, he does. He spends a lot of money.
And he still needs it.
Yeah, he does. He's old now.
But, alright. We know who's killing. Let's talk about who's really not shitting on nobody right now. Or, actually, who's really bumming out, in your opinion?
I don't have someone fully quite yet, so I'll let you go first, because I know you probably got someone. That's why you brought it up. Man, trying to roast somebody. Go ahead, man. I want to hear
Yo!
This guy.
Brooklyn.
Wow.
Brooklyn. Yo, Kyrie Irving.
He's wild. How? Let me hear this.
Boy.
Would like to hear this.
I love you.
Fun.
Actually, I'm not going to do the fake shit. Right?
Damn.
I ain't going to do the fake shit. I ain't going to... Let me rewind that back. Kyrie Irving. You are the most ineffective, nicest player in the game.
How you say he's ineffective? I want to hear your whole explanation for everything. So I'll be asking a few questions because I'm very confused.
Kyrie Irving is not a first option.
How? He can score 40 points at any moment.
That doesn't make you a first option.
Pretty much my first option.
A scorer doesn't make you a first option. Right?
Okay.
Klay Thompson scored 70 before. Has Steph? Who can get hot? Who do you rely more when they get hot? Steph or Klay?
I don't know. I like Klay shooting the ball.
Klay.
Yeah.
Right?
But Steph ain't no slouch. It's close.
He's not a slouch, but you choose Klay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, Kyrie Irving can score however much he wants.
Okay.
As a second option, and that would be okay because that's your role. When you're a second option,
Second option on what, a championship team?
yes.
Only a championship team.
I mean, what is your goal at the end of the
there's
day?
not a lot of
to
teams
be a championship team.
A lot of teams in the league aren't championship caliber teams.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying he's a first, but he could be a first option in a non-championship team. Say like a Phoenix Suns.
Yo, I'm talking about. First of all, John Rick.
Does that make it better?
If you're a successful first option, you're getting your team to the chip.
James Harden has never done that. He's a successful first option.
How?
I'm just playing devil's advocate, but go ahead, dude.
You can't say James Harden is gonna be a great first option for a championship team.
Yeah, but
they have never gone to the finals.
Potentials, though.
They have never gone to the finals.
They got championship. They have championship potential, though.
They do, just like fucking the Bucks do, just like fucking the Clippers do. Why? Because only one team comes out of the West, right? So there's multiple teams that could have won, just didn't win. They were good enough to win, right? Yeah. They just couldn't win. So that's just the point. Like they could win, but they're not raising the stakes. You know what I'm saying? Like James Harden is not delivering at the point that Kawhi Leonard is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kawhi Leonard, you could give him the assassin mark. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's time, he's gonna pick and choose his spots and he's gonna score. Yeah. James Harden is not.
Okay.
He's gonna do good for most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? Or maybe hit a shot out of the 4 he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? But playoffs are a little different. Know what I'm saying? Playoffs are a little different. They have the best potential right now that they ever had before.
Gotcha.
The Rockets. But anyway.
Kyrie Irving? Yes.
Is the most ineffective player. Why? Because the team is 4-6.
That's early, man. That's
dude, you're in the you're
games.
Look, you're in the Eastern Conference.
It's 82 games though, man.
You're in the Eastern Conference.
82 games.
Kyrie Irving has never proved to have a winning record when he's been the first option on the team. Prove me wrong.
He's only been the first option in Boston. And Boston was good when he was there.
Were they good? Because why would he leave?
Huh? Because they didn't put the pieces around them to actually win.
What do you mean? They have one of the most talented rosters in the game. They probably have top 5.
Right, so let's say this. Let's see what happens.
Top 5. I'll say top 5 right now. I'll say top 5 right now.
That's a little wild. But that's very wild. But I'll go say this.
Yo.
We're coming off. No, let me just some quick things. We're coming off of the first year right after Gordon Hayward gets hurt. Kyrie goes there. Gordon Hayward goes there. He gets hurt. First game of the season. Right? Cool. Has a whole season-ending injury. He has major surgery. Comes back the second year. Obviously not fully recovered yet. He's got to get his basketball back underneath him. You know what they do with him? They start him. You know what they do with Jaylen Brown? They move him to the goddamn bench. So that kills the development of a young player. It kills Tatum and Brown's development altogether. Kyrie Irving is there to be a scorer and score on there. He played well in that year, but he ended up getting hurt, right? Gets hurt the first year or whatever the year that he get. The first year they got hurt. Blah blah blah. They go far in the playoffs with Rozier and the rest of those guys. Second year, this is the second year after Hayward's hurt. So the second year after he's hurt, he's fully healthy, back in the starting lineup, playing like an all-star caliber player that he was, because Kyrie Irving didn't get the luxury at the time to enjoy Gordon Hayward at his finest before Hayward got hurt this year. So that's why the Celtics, I think, got off to such a great start, because Hayward's actually at a higher level than he's been playing with. And Kyrie Irving was looking for a second option, and Jason Tatum wasn't quite up to that second option potential quite yet. So I can't really fault him for everything, because his second option got hurt the first year. Second year when he's there, he comes back. He's a shell of himself because he's not fully recovered from a season-ending injury, as well as Kyrie Irving gets hurt at the same time as well. So it's kind of tough, man. And then he just takes the option of them not getting Davis or them not getting Kawhi because they don't want to trade Jaylen Brown. It was kind of idiotic because they could have won a chip last year, kind of like what the Raptors did.
So let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
You put James Harden on the Nets. Does he have a better record or does he not?
Can we say this also?
Wait. I'm gonna just say a couple players, and I want you to say yes or no.
No, let me just add one quick disclaimer.
All right.
The only disclaimer I have to say about that is because the Houston Rockets didn't start the hottest either last year. So can we say that? Can we give that disclaimer out? James Harden and the Rockets, they started off just as bad as these guys. I'm not talking. But they started off just as bad as those guys.
Let's say, all right, scratch James Harden if you want.
No, I'm just saying, though. They started, so is James Harden not.
If Kevin Durant was if, say, Kyrie was out and Kevin Durant was in, would they have a better record or worse?
Their record would probably be the same. What do you mean if Kyrie Irving was out and Kevin Durant was there?
Yes.
Kevin Durant is a much higher level player, so Kevin Durant and his team would be higher.
All right.
But it's also only a few games in.
All right.
What happened last year with the Rockets? That's what I'm trying to say.
But that's not...
It's early.
No. Okay. Yeah, it's early. But I'm talking about Kyrie Irving and his whole career. When he's been the first option, he has not been effective. He has not delivered. He has not had a winning team.
The Celtics were both winning rosters.
You give him the Cleveland roster that LeBron had, and he can't take them anywhere.
The Nets are going to finish well in the East. At least top 5, I think.
That doesn't mean shit.
That's good for
top 5 in the East. Wow.
LeVert
really, the top 2 is really what's important in the East.
DeAndre Jordan missed a couple games. Karis LeVert's out for like a little while. They got a couple injuries to their team that they're trying to go through right now. Allow them to go through their injuries and allow them to don't just jump on my man Kyrie so quick, my man.
Look, Kyrie. Let's throw somebody else in there, right?
Yeah, let's hear
it. I could throw Russ in there.
Disappointed?
I could throw Damian Lillard in there
because their record, but Damian.
Hold on. I can throw. Who else I can throw?
Lillard's actually balling this year, and you know that.
He is balling. He's been balling all his life.
Yeah, but he's playing very well this year as well, individually.
I fuck with Lillard.
He had 60 points against the Nets like not too long ago.
Lillard time.
He's averaging 28 points a game. Just say that.
Look, there's a multitude of players I can name that will have a better record with this team, and he is not delivering just like he didn't deliver before. Why? His game does not translate into winning basketball for the team.
Because he doesn't.
Why? Because it's ISO, maybe kick it out. You know what I'm saying? He could get his shot anytime. Don't get me wrong.
There's a lot of players that play
Don't get me wrong.
There's a lot of players that play like that.
But in reality, is he gonna get 50% of his shots off? No. He's gonna get it off. Is he gonna make it in? No.
He'll get you pretty damn close. He probably shoots a better percentage than James Harden.
Maybe he does right now. James Harden is shooting horrible. But you know he's not gonna keep that throughout the whole season. And even so, his game is just so efficient because he goes to the free throw line. Right?
Yeah.
So how is that a wasted possession at the end of the day? It's Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, prove me wrong, because I like you. You're in Brooklyn. You in my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the Bronx, but you rep in New York.
Word.
Get them dubs, dog. Stop fucking around. Stop doing this dancing shit and start getting winning basketball.
He's a career 46.7%
in
shooter.
The mix.
30. Right. Yeah, he's a career 47% field goal shooter. 39 from 3. That's pretty good averages.
That's good.
It's probably better than
That's
James
good.
Harden.
It probably
I'm just
is.
saying, dude.
It probably is.
Just saying, my man.
But guess who's winning more?
Right now, currently. But
who has always been winning more?
Yeah, James Harden's a career 44.3% field goal shooter.
His free throws are up there.
Kyrie's are up there too.
Percentage wise, but how many? But he's blowing everybody out the water with attempts. Even in the playoffs, he does. Even if he gets them, it is not as frequent. He still leads everybody. So
I feel you. And he's he's a 36%, so it's not far off, but it's enough to warrant a difference of 3-point shooting percentage.
And they play different. You know what I'm saying?
They play very similar.
No, they don't.
Kyrie's more finesse. James Harden's more stylistic.
All right. Maybe they play similar,
because
they have
different styles.
Different dominant skill sets.
Yes.
James Harden can pass the fuck out of the ball.
I think Kyrie Irving's a better 3-point shooter, better clutch performer. 100%.
Yes.
Come on, Kyrie. Let's go. Xadi tight. Kyrie hit that game-winning jumper against the fucking Warriors, man. You're a low-key Warriors fan, dog.
I'm not.
Nah, I'm joking. Bro.
Yo, honestly. I'm just messing with you. Hold up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who would you... All right.
Go ahead, say it.
Because these two have gotten a lot of big shots off.
Kyrie Irving's above both of those motherfuckers. You gonna say Kevin Durant? Who shoots the ball in that situation next year?
All right, out of these three, all right.
That's for the chip. I'm taking
top three.
All right, go ahead.
Last second shots, right? Of current players.
Current, thank God.
You got. My phone just dropped.
All right.
You got Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Fuck.
And Damian Lillard.
Oh, yeah, this is easier than I thought, but it's hard, yeah. All right,
that was a fucking
so if it's for
oxymoron.
If it's for a regular season game, I'm taking Kevin Durant.
Regular season game.
Yeah, if it's a playoff / finals game, I'm taking Kyrie Irving. I think Kyrie Irving's shots were way more harder than the shots Kevin Durant hit. Or way more high difficulty. He literally hit the game winning shot in game 7 of the NBA Finals.
I'd take Kyrie Irving.
I'm not taking Dame. I love Dame, though.
Dame is
I love Dame, though. I love Dame.
He gets honorable mention, doesn't he?
He does get honorable mention, but you gotta go KD or Kyrie. But I think Kyrie had the most clutcher of the 3-point or shots. Like, he made that shot. That won the finals. That won the NBA Finals. Like, that was game 7.
I just say Dame because he took the Rockets out. You know what I'm saying? He took the Oklahoma City
bro.
Thunder.
You're talking about the NBA Finals, dog. This is the biggest game of his career. He hit the game winning game 7. They was like, give me that. Oh, he can't guard me. Step back. What? Bap. That's scary shit, boy.
And the crazy part, yo,
on the LeBron team.
And what's fucked up is
LeBron knew dude couldn't guard him, so he had to give him the ball.
Yo, and what's fucked up is that Kyrie Irving takes the same last second shots all the time, and nobody anticipates it. I'm just like,
too fast.
Yo, he's gonna sidestep to the right on the right side of the wing
every time,
and he's still going.
Every time it's the same.
He's still gonna let him pull it
because, I don't know, his dribbling ability is so above what most defenders can handle. They just can't get into a good position to guard his shot. And I feel like if they ever jumped out at it aggressively, he'd probably just do a little hezzy move because he could see it and put the ball on the ground. Then you're looking stupid because he's running right by you for a layup and to win the game instead of a jump shot.
Right.
So it's tough. But, yeah, I go Kyrie for finals game. I go Kevin Durant all the rest regular season games because he going to give you a shot because he's bigger. He's fucking really good shooter. But Dame got the honorables because he could hit shots.
Okay.
But
So,
if I had to
man.
pick all time, I'm gonna take my man Ray Allen. He don't even gotta look down on the ground. He just back up and shoot it.
All
That was the
time, you
clutchest
taking Ray Allen?
That was the clutchest 3-pointer I've ever seen in my life. That 3-pointer against the Spurs.
Yeah.
That game 6, right?
Yeah,
He didn't even look
when he
down.
saved LeBron?
Yeah, he didn't even look down. He threw the ball out to him. He didn't look down, step back, got behind the 3-point line,
He
didn't
saved
step
the
out of
team.
bounds. Didn't even step out of bounds. Stepped behind the 3-point line, didn't look down, and made the 3 all in like a quick motion.
When you play that many years
Bro.
in the NBA, dog,
Yo,
you know where
the
everything
man
is
said that he shot in the dark at the arena. Like, so he just knew everything. Like,
That is
crazy, right? He just knows the fucking. That's how you gotta do it.
Shooting in the dark.
Yeah, he shot 5-6 hours before the game
Fuck
started.
out of here. You shooting in the dark?
He's shooting in the dark.
Know how
man.
many air balls I'm gonna catch, nigga?
It's Ray Allen, he different.
Nigga, I'm gonna shoot.
He different.
All you gonna hear is
The ball bounce. It's like, yo, you dribbling still? What?
boom, 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 boom.
God, I don't even
You
know.
didn't? Do you have anybody you disappointed in yet?
I don't think I have anyone I'm not ready to be disappointed. I am going to give it some research, though, and hit you guys with that on episode 3, to be honest with you. But, like, I'm not quite disappointed yet. I'm coming to disappointment, Phil, but I'm not quite there yet.
This nigga's just too nice, bro.
I'm not. I like to see shit play out, my man.
Nigga, you man.
I'm gonna give him a fair.
bro.
I'm gonna
Like,
give everybody a fair shot, man. Who else gonna give him a fair shot if I can't give him a fair shot? You feel me?
Fuck you,
I'm gonna
mean?
just
Fair
like I'm
shot.
giving
Yo,
Melo a
you-
fair shot. If Melo have a bad game tonight, I want to hear shit from you. His first game in over a year. Let that man get his buckets. Let that man get his shots up. Get his feet wet. Get back on the court, man. That's a legend, man. Let that man get a shot.
I hope he
That's a Hall of
thrives.
Famer.
I hope he thrives.
I hope so too, man. I hope he helps that team out.
But you too nice, bro.
Someone's got to play the good guy, man.
Nah, fuck out of
We
here.
all can't be bad guys in this world.
Bro, the segment was about
I don't know. I don't
Picking
know yet. I don't
the
know.
worst nigga.
I don't know.
Not
I
the
really
worst
don't
nigga,
know.
but the one you disappointed.
I don't know. I'm slightly disappointed in Davis, but it's not enough for me to really call him out on the fact he's a dominant player. It's just a
You
different part.
disappointed with Davis.
This man he should be averaging 30, my man. But I get what's going on with the offense.
Davis, though?
I guess what's going on with the offense. He a little nicked up. That's it. That's all I can say. But everyone else, I give him some time. I just thought Davis would be dominating everyone because of the matchups, but the Lakers are just different. They're adjusting, getting ready, and they're going to be locked and loaded, my man. They're going to be locked and loaded.
All right, man. I'm done talking.
Shout
This
out
shit
Melo.
has been a good little sesh. You know what I
We're
mean?
probably going for a minute, too, honestly.
Yeah, we've been going for a minute. I am tired. I've been working all goddamn day. You know what I mean? And thank you for listening, y'all. Please keep listening.
I appreciate you.
We appreciate you. And if you have any topics you want us to talk about,
Let us know.
please comment. Please send us a message.
Comments.
Whatever, IG, Facebook. Remember the name podcast.
Don't forget it.
Don't forget it.
See you.